Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again. I've just been flicking through, what's it called now? Pinterest. And I've got all my little boxes. You've seen me make these for my dimensionals. Then I've got this rather large jammed one full of embellishments. Then I've made them bigger for DSP. I had a little box in the drawer for my Memories and More packs, but they're stuck in a drawer and I don't seem to use them very much, and I should really, because they're absolutely beautiful. And I've just ordered some more, so I've just been on the website. I ordered my order 5 days ago and it still hasn't come. Apparently they was having issues, so I've just been, like I say, flicking through Pinterest, and I saw a lady called Stamping with Hannah. I think she's in my team. I think she's one of the pinkies. I'm not sure, because I haven't met every single person in my team, because we are about 200 to 300 strong, our team is, maybe more. So, but she said she had it off the Pinkies website, so I assume she's a pinky. And she'd done a box for her Memories and More cards. But not this back bit. This back bit I put on. It was like this. Enough for the little tickets at the front and enough for the cards at the back. Well, I was thinking, we've got these new Memories and More envelopes and cards now as well. So I think mine's slightly smaller than hers, because hers fit right to the end. Like I said, this is an extra box. So I just saw it. I'm going to give her credit because I saw her picture. I think her pen tub was a bit bigger than that as well. She had 4 pens in hers. But, so after seeing the picture, I just went away, got my measurements for, I wanted them to be exactly the same, but they're not quite there. But it doesn't matter, I like that 3-step look, because when I'm going to put that on my desk, I'm going to be looking at it from this angle. And I've decorated the side and I've decorated the front with one of the Memories and More cards. So I want to make this now. And if you also look in here, it's got space for my embellishments. So everything to do with my Santa's Workshop, Memories and More cards and envelopes, small ones, large ones, envelopes, and the small envelopes are in the back. My embellishments are in the back with the envelopes. My large cards are in this one, and my small cards are in this one. And I've got enough space for my pen, just for a journaling pen and a pencil, because we all need a pen and a pencil. So I will have these on my shelf, stood up, and I will know that that's my Santa's Workshop. I'm going to do another one now to make... Like I say, I've got every single one that's got, and I know they've retired, but I still want to use them. So I'm going to be making one for my beautiful petal garden. Look, see, it's nearly full. I don't think I've used anything out of this one apart from the little labels that came with, and I've used a few of the large ones, but I've still got all these. I've still got all the stickers apart from 2 on that one, and I've used, I think, the centre of that, one of them, the centre of that, and a couple of these. But they're still beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to put my note cards and envelopes with these. So they're going to sit at the back. Or I might even do them that way around. And then these at the front with a little box, and then a little pen holder as well. And then I'm going to keep them decorated and on my shelves, so I can pull them out and use them instead of being stuck in a drawer and not using them. So I'm going to put those with those. I've got these ones, which are the blue ones that are coming out in the new occasions catalogue, which you will see shorter in January. And I've only got 4 of these and 3 of these, but I've got a new pack coming, and I've got the Memories and More pack to go with that as well, and some embellishments, so they're all going to fit in the box. So thank you for the idea, Hannah. But I have made 4 boxes, and I've made them, I think because she had gaps in between hers, I wanted mine to be really snug. So if you notice again on this box, they fit perfectly with just a little bit of rattle either side. I just done them 1/8 of an inch bigger, and the same with these, and the same with these, just about 1/8 of an inch bigger. But even if you sat there looking at that now like that, it looks so cute, and I don't mind this step at all. But they're going on a shelf, and they're going to be stored this way next to each other. I just think they're so cute. Oh my gosh. Would you use that if you saw it on your shelf? If it's tucked away in a drawer, you're never going to use it. So you're going to need 4 pieces of, and I'm using my thick, really thick 300 GSM card, which I get from the range. This one is 11 3/4, so it's the whole width of the A4, cut down to 4.5. This one again is 4.5, but this one is cut down to 10 1/4. So out of one piece, you would get this for half a piece, and you would get these other 2 pieces, because that measures, well, that's obviously 4.5. This is, yeah, that's perfect. One sheet of card, you would get your first 3 pieces, because this is 3.5, and that's 4.5, and this is cut off the end, and then you would only need another piece then at 4.5. So you would only use 1.5 sheets of card. So that's good. That's really good. And because I've cut so many up, so right, start again. 11 3/4 by 4.5, 10 1/4 by 4.5, 8 1/4 by 3.5, and this is 3.5 by 3.5. So it fits on the end of there. Let's just pop that on there. So that is 3.5. This is 3 by 8 1/4. And this is 11 3/4. Look, bang on. And this is just, like I say, the other half to this. Do you get my meaning? So I've got 2 pieces out of one card, and just need half a piece of card for the other. Ooh, easily explained. So I'm going to grab my score tool when I can find it. How can you miss something so big? So we're going to start with the largest piece first and work our way down. So pop your, I'm going to use my bone folder. This is my old bone folder. God blimey. So you're going to put it in the long side, and with this one we're going to score at 4 5/8. Because your cards are 4.5, I'm taking it like 1/8 over. So we're going to score at 4 5/8, 5 5/8, 10 1/4, and 11 1/4. We're going to rotate them. All of them are going to be scored either, you can do it this end at 3/4, or I'm just going to take 3/4 off this end, and you're just going to score at 3/4. They're all going to be scored on the short side at 3/4. So this one then is the next box too. This is 10 1/4. You're going to score this at 4 1/8, 4 7/8, 9 and 9 3/4. Again, rotate and score at, well, because this is 4.5, I'm doing 3 3/4. Or, like I say, down this end at 3/4. This is your 8 1/4 by 3.5, and I'm going to push that right in. I'm going to score this at 3 1/8, 3 7/8, 7 and 7 3/4. I'm going to turn it to the one, so this is 3.5 now, so we're going to score this at 2 3/4, or 3/4 that end. And this one doesn't matter which way it goes in, it's 3.5 by 3.5. We're going to score this though at 3/4, 1.5, 2 1/4, and 3. And then we're going to spin this round, and we're going to score this one at 2 3/4. So this is the little pen holder. So that's the scoring done. While we're here, I'm just going to grab my scissors, my noisy scissors, and I'm just going to go up and remove the score line on that side, and then just miter a tiny touch down there. I'm just going to do that on all these sides. So where you've got 2, you're going to remove the score line on that side, so it saves you mitering. And then we're just going to miter a little into that corner and remove that. So do that on all 4. And just snip that little corner off. We are going to go back and do some more snipping in a minute. So remove the score line. And then just miter slightly, just a little bit. So there's your 4 pieces. Right, now we can, score up the centre and remove just a little bit. We've already taken that score line off. So on here, remove the score line on that side and just snip it off that side. Remove the score line that side and just nip it off that side. So if we do all this now, we've got everything ready. So do the same on all your other pieces. And I just saw the score line there. It just helps it to fold in nice and neat. I'm jingling like a bell here. I love my memories and more, but I buy them, and like I say, because they're stuck in a drawer, cha-ching, I don't get to play with them that often, and we should take advantage of them. You can make some wonderful cards, and if you're into your notebooks and journaling, then they are fabulous for that. And with these ones, you don't have to do any miting, just nip them all up. What I did was I just give them a quick bend. We're going to do it properly shortly. I'm going to work out which is the back. So that one is going to be, so cross, cross, down and over. No, we want that one over. So we want to keep that one whole. Just move it out of the way and just give them a tiny little trim. Because when you come to close it, they won't be too bulky on each other. They will all just flip into place, line up perfectly. Oh, I've done it again. Line up perfectly. So they're not bulking, and then you can pull this across perfect. Get my meaning now? So your little box closes beautifully. You're not going to see it, it's just going to be underneath, but I just wanted to get rid of all the bulk. So that can go away for a moment. And now we're going to get all our tear tape ready. So spin them to one side. Then we're going to burnish our score line. So putting your tape along the score line, because that's where you want the closure to be the strongest. And if you've got, I will use these more now when I see them out. This is why I did the display for the cards and DSP. I bought those beautiful units because when it's stuck in a drawer, you know, if it's never been, if it doesn't get seen, it won't get used. So make the most of what you've got. So we've added all our tear tape now as well. We are going to use some wet glue after. So we just need now to burnish our score lines. Nice and crisp. Credit where credit is due. If you go onto Pinterest and type in, oh, what did I typed in, I wasn't actually particularly looking for this at first. I typed in, you know, the delicate lace, the detailed designer scissors paper. The lacy stuff with the, that I haven't used yet. I was looking for ideas of how I could best use that. And this little box came up and I loved it. So I just thought, right, I'm going to do that. So it's in what you can stumble across when you're not even looking. So, yes, perfect. Do you ever do that when you're out scouting for something? You can always come across something else. So we're nearly done. And with us doing that tape first, we're getting to squash that down as well. So we're helping it to adhere really well. I know I've missed one, so... There's my tape one, and it just helps me while I'm securing that score line that I'm pushing deep down. Don't forget your bottom score line as well. Whoops. There we go. Nearly there, and we can start assembling the boxes then. I love desk organisers. I was in the range this afternoon and I thought, why buy a desk organiser when you can make something? I love to make mine. So here we go. We're going to start our assembly line now. From little all the way up to big. So I'm going to get my wet glue out ready. And my pokey tool. See how easy it comes off. Just bend it over, and when you're folding these over, make sure that they are level. Give it a little crease. So I know that's my seam at the back. So I'm going to add a little tiny bit of glue. Close this one. And then this one. Add glue to this one. I'm just taking off the bulk. And then we can add glue to this one. Is come all the way across. So just stand that up now, and I will just use my pen. You see inside there to push that down. So there's enough space just for like 2. I don't think you need 20 pens just for one block of card, but I like a pen with a pencil next to it, because you may want to draw something on there. So there's our first box. Again, pull over your flaps, remove your backing, line this up, make sure it's nice and straight, edge to edge, perfect. I like to squeeze them both ways. Tuck it in your little flaps. I'm even going to put a little dab on each of those. This is the back, so this is going over first. Just going to leave that a second whilst I add more glue. And that is perfectly lined up. The last box is, because we did 1 inch either side, because that one is 1 inch thick, and we only did 3/4 on the bottom. I'll show you in a minute when we get to it, but look how neat that is. And this time, because I'm going to keep the backs with the backs that you can see inside, I'm going to attach my pens this side, because when I'm on the shelf I can't see my pens, so I'm going to attach it this side now. So I'm going to glue those together, and we are going to just butt them up close. And I've got a little peg here. I'm just going to keep them together whilst we make up another box. So it's so simple to make. Make sure you, oops, and pop that out of the way. Lining them up perfectly. Our decoration is going to be when we've glued all the boxes together. So I'm keeping, like I say, my back. I'm going to keep all the seams at the back. Just going to add that across. Just giving it a second to bond, and then whilst we attach more glue. Love this cosmic shimmer, it's the best. Line that up, it's all lovely and neat and tidy and perfect. And then get your bone folder. I'm only rubbing down the little flaps in the corners because I want them to adhere down. So there's another one. This time we can attach. We've got that little step. I don't mind that at all. I think it's cute. So we're going to remove my peg now because that's good and glued. And I'm going to add loads of glue to where the join is. And I think you could use tear and tape, I suppose, but I think glue, when you're making something that's going to be attached, definitely got to be glue. Again, line them up. Get it to the floor so it's bang on. And my seam is my seam at the back, my seam at the back. And what I'm going to do is sit that little dish there. My glue on there just to keep that. I've got a couple of blocks. How's that? I'm going to keep that block. So our last one. I've got my little hair there. What's that off? Ooh, I don't know. So again, keeping it so it's level. Always pull back. And keep that level. That push down. And I always like to fold it the opposite way, just to make sure it's there. So there's the back of our last box. Whoops, no, where am I? Do that right now again, that's right. Do your little flaps. Now this one is the same height as the middle one. So see how it doesn't fit all the way across? That's fine. Because I'm just going to add my glue just to this length, because I know it doesn't come all the way across. Nice and thick. Straighten my box up. And that's it. Turn it over, push my bone folder in. Oh, sorry about the head. Doesn't take long at all. And I'm just going to put the flat side in. Perfect, look at that. Lovely, clean, crisp edges. The back is there. My other two boxes are done. This is the same height. Perfect. So it's going to go together like this, but we've got those little steps on this side. Don't mind that though, because we're going to decorate the front and we're going to decorate the side. So let's get some more glue. Try and clean the nozzle while I'm here. And I'm putting plenty on. Just take a little bit extra to dry, but it's worth it. So, stand those together now. Butt them up really close. I'm going to fetch my little peg back in. Still have another one. Oh, I've got large paper clips here, really large ones, so I'm just going to shove that all the way down to the bottom. And that side too. Just give that a few minutes. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So, right, now these are our cards. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go, like I say, for the... They fit perfectly in that side. Perfect. These, though, I'm going to pop in there until I get my other envelopes. These are just the note cards. The only reason I've done this, I've had to close the envelopes like so. Do you know what I mean? I've not closed them, but I've pulled the, because they come like this. So I just close them over. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yes, that's right, because I've only got 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's my cards and envelopes. They're going to go in this section. That is so cute. These are my little cards. Even that embellishment fits in there as well, which comes, you get some with them. I don't know where my other ones have gone. So I'm going to choose a photo now. I'm going to have that one on the side. So we're going to trim that up shortly. That's going to stay on the front. And I'm going to find a little picture that I can use on the side. I want something with a nice inspirational quote on. That'd be lovely. If I can find one. I could do a stamp one. Or I could just have a nice pattern. You make me smile. I want, because these more or less fit the whole width of this little box, see? Just got to take a smidgen off the top. So they even decorate lovely. Oh, it's a pretty one. Oh, well, I think I'll have that on the front because I've only got to take a smidgen, and it doesn't matter which way round this is going. It looks absolutely beautiful. So there, I've chosen my two. Nice and neat. And I'm going to pop my Memories and More cards in the front. Whoops. Just want to make sure I've got the cards in first. I'm going to put that beautiful... I'll tell you what, I'm going to put that with them stickers there at the back, because these have got the stickers here, these have got the cards. Here's my little note cards, and here's my pen and pencil. They fit in there beautifully. So I'm going to grab my trimmer, and I'm literally just going to take a slither off, because these are... So I'm going to take, because it's that big, 2 7/8. So I'm going to literally take an 1/8 off. Just that tiny little bit. And now when we hold it against here, it's a perfect fit. I'm just going to take about a 1/16 off the back because I don't want it overhanging. So that will be my front of my box then. So I'm literally going to put that in. And I'm just barely going past. And that is all I've taken off, a tiny little piece. And with this side, you're going to take the same off the top about, because what are these? These are 4. I'm going to take this down to, are they 4? No, actually they're not quite 4. So I'm going to take this down to about... there, maybe even a little bit more. Let me check the distance. Now it's standing down. I'm going to go again. Just a little. You can just keep removing until you've got the size you want, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Just make sure that's the right size. Perfect. We've got an overhang of 1/4 inch, so I'm just going to take 1/4 inch off the back. It's further away than the flower. This method to my madness. That is absolutely beautiful. So that is perfect now. You may need another little slither, and I'm just going to remove that slither from here. Look, and I mean a slither. And then, that is absolutely beautiful. Perfect now. So I'm going to take out that little section. So this is, it's 1 inch down, and it's, let me get my ruler. I can't find it. There it goes. It's literally here. It is 1/2 inch, no, it's 3/4 inch, and that goes down 1 inch there. Whoops. So there's the line. That goes down 3/4 inch. Oh, is it? Yeah, 1 inch. Perfect. So I need to go across to 3/4 and come down to 1 inch, and that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut straight across and take that corner out. And we're not really impairing on that flower now, and it's still going to look. So when I look at the side of my box, I can see that this is my Petal Garden one. And I'm going to glue that right. And this again is just going to add a bit of strength. It's not an exact science. I could have looked a bit too much, but no one's going to spot that. Whoops. So there goes my stuff sliding everywhere. So I'm going to grab some glue, and we're going to glue these 2 pieces on. You could add a ribbon if you want, but these are going side by side on my shelf. So I'm going to not bother with a ribbon, but you could. That would look really pretty. You could add a belly band, but I think it's more than 12 inches all the way round. So it's not an exact science, is it? You know, we could have spent hours making sure everything was perfection, but I think that's quite pretty. Isn't that beautiful? So making the cards themselves a part of the actual box. And again, this one is going to go on this side. Perfect fit. There was no side sentiment on those little ones. Just love it. My beautiful little rosebud. And I'm just going to make sure that is touching the bottom. I've got another paper clip here. Just so I can keep that card into place whilst it's adhering down. And I've got another one here. Perfect, it's holding that paper into place just for a moment while it glues down. So, oh my gosh, I love this box. How pretty is that? Isn't that gorgeous? I love my Ho 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 one, my Santa's Workshop. I'll show you again now. These are going to sit next to each other on the shelf. Santa's Workshop, Petal Garden. I'm going to keep doing them until I've got all my memories and more. Because look, we had a side sentiment for this one. The joy of giving. I love that. They're my little notes. I've removed the pens because they're in there. But I'm going to buy some more journaling pens. I've got hundreds of pens. So I'm just going to pop them in that one. And then my gorgeous Ho 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 cards. I've even got all the stickers at the back. And then I've got my memories and more cards and envelopes. So really, I've got a box of cards on the go. I can just grab a card front, a card, envelope, an embellishment, and all I need is just a bit of glue to stick it all together. So that's my Santa's Workshop one. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And thank you for the idea, Hannah. You are a marvellous coming up with an idea like that. Maybe you got it from somewhere else, I don't know, but I can remove my large clips now. Now that it's all glued together. So all my seams are there, there, there and there. All running backwards. And my card front is now pinned on. Oh my gosh, I love this. Isn't that? Aren't they beautiful? You could even gift wrap. It's in a big cello bag. You could have the cards and envelopes, the memories and more packs, the large and small. Pop a couple of pens in. Bag of cello with a beautiful ribbon and give that as a present to somebody. What a fabulous idea. Oh my gosh, I know you can buy sheets of cellophane, so you could, people buy them for florists, and then just imagine a couple of pens and give that to somebody as a present. They've got the cards, the envelopes, you've got embellishments even in there, and they've got a chance then to make 20 cards, and because you get 10 of each, 10 small, large, 10 small, and the envelopes as well, and they'd still have some left over, and they could literally, I cut that the wrong way round. I wanted that piece on the side, but I cut it upside down, so I put it back in the box. There it goes. So I wanted it all matching as well. No, the cards don't go with that, but I just love that. Ho, ho, ho. I love that. And it's all, it does actually, because you've got red presents up there as well. I just love that blue. It's beautiful. So there's that one. There's that one. Oh, it's either up to you which side you want to put your pen. I just think that is absolutely adorable. I love it, love it, love it. And I will take a proper photo now and stick the thumbnail on. I'm going to be making another one as well, because I've got the other half of these, which are my notepads. They don't go with the actual Memories and More pack, but I'm sure by adding just a beautiful, like that even, on this beautiful card, you could turn that into something, add a sentiment, and a way to go even on those note cards. So that's why I put those with that. I'm going to pick another colour now because I've got about 1, 2, 3. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and another 2 and another one on the way. So I've got 7 lots of memories and more cards. So I'm going to make 5 more boxes. So watch this space. They were all kept in a little file thing, but it fell apart in the drawer because there was so much weight. But I think that's even perfect now. I'm going to keep that with that. Even got my little card that I used in the drawer, and that even tells me now what it is as well. Isn't that fabulous? I love it. I hope you enjoyed. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. Please don't forget to press subscribe and the little bell straight away. That way you won't miss any future videos. So come and see what I'm going to make tomorrow. I'll see you all soon. Bye.